Yo, a beat.
Give your microphone a tiny boost.
Boost. Oh, boost.
Yeah, a little boost on yours.
Boost. Does that make me funnier?
No, but
Can we boost
makes
that?
you less bad.
Ooh, less bad is my middle name.
Okay,
And
ready?
my mom was.
Welcome to
the Riff City.
Yes, indeed.
Ooh, that was smooth
That's right.
like caramel.
Welcome to the Riff
Riff
Kids.
Kids podcast.
And it may seem a little weird to you since our last episode was named some shit about potatoes.
No relation.
No relation, but we did receive a cease and desist letter in the mail from another podcast that says we stole their name and stole their likeness and threatened their families. So we have been forced to change the name. So we are the Riff Kids now.
It's ridiculous that in this nation we don't have the freedom to just steal whatever we want.
Intellectual property is bullshit.
You know, I knew a guy who legitimately believed that, and he would argue it all the time, and I'd be like, bro, I'm just on my lunch break. Like, I'm just trying to eat a couple tacos, and you're really melting my noggin right now.
I used to have a class with like this libertarian guy that would like try and red pill people at lunch.
Yeah. Nice.
And he was the type of guy who would have like, he was like wearing a libertarian costume. Like he would show up wearing like Rick and Morty t-shirt, fedora. His beard was like patchy, didn't fill in very well, but he would try and like red pill people at lunch. And like, I remember this one time he's just like talking to this girl. It sounds very similar to what you were just saying. And she had to like tell him, she's like, you know, I'm not really interested in like politics. It's like, oh, that doesn't matter. Carry on then.
Your interests aren't really the point of what we're talking about here.
So it's great to be back.
And it'll be
No,
great
it's
once
not.
this room is a little less stinky.
Yeah,
a little
so
more incensey.
got to get a little ceremonial incense going, since that is a tradition of the pod, long-standing tradition of the pod. Let me see.
But yeah, I'm digging the name Riff Kids. Welcome to Riff City. I think it's cool. It's catchy.
We wanted to call it Riff City, but that one was taken too.
Well, where'd the lighter go?
I mean,
Just saw it.
everything that we thought of was taken. Like, names are bullshit. For a while, we were getting real esoteric with it.
Yeah, we wanted to kind of. Oh, you're sitting on it.
Ah!
It's all first place to check, folks.
All right.
The butthole.
Light the ceremonial Olympic torch, my friend.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
You're blowing it.
I
This is
don't-
your
you
one
know
job.
I don't handle pressure well.
I mean, that would be so funny.
Oh, got it.
Guy carrying the Olympic torch is like 2 steps away from lighting the Olympic torch. It just like trips, falls, puts it out. And here comes Johnson running, lighting the Olympic flame that's been burning for hundreds of years, and it's out.
We had a good run. Just wrap it up. Everybody go
Olympics canceled.
home. No more Olympics. The two things that can stop it: the fire going out and COVID. So just wrap it up. We had a good run.
I mean, they say the Olympics have been around for like 3,000 years or whatever, but it's like, it's a scam because the world's only been around for like what, 6,000 years?
Yeah, anything more.
So how the hell are they going to say that the Olympics are 3,000 years old? You mean like half the age of the Earth?
Oh, did Moses compete in the first Olympics? Yeah, I don't buy it. I'm not buying it.
Imagine like Moses versus Usain Bolt.
You know what's crazy is early in the Olympics, it was illegal to have a coach. I was reading about. Like, it was supposed to be rich gentlemen aristocrats, not the the movie
The movie with the
Aristocats.
cats,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
a fan of that one, but no, not that one. It used to be actually illegal because it was supposed to be like amateurs, and coaches were totally frowned upon. Fun fact.
Yeah, ever since that one scandal with the molesting gymnastics coach, I think we should go back to that.
To no coaches. Yeah, it's probably a good call. Dude, that is ridiculous. It seems like I'm a big college athletics follower, and bro, it's like every couple months it's like
A new
you
coach.
read it and you're like, it's a coach or it's a doctor, and then you're like, oh, it's a doctor. Oh, a university sponsor. Oh, the university knew for how long? Oh no.
I know, it's just like such
It's a terrible
It's
thing.
such a like a frat boy
How many
sneaky
girls
prank.
or guys
Like
or
becoming
whatever?
a gynecologist to like molest women. That's like
It's
such like a
horrible.
frat boy idea. That's like
Yeah.
what someone would say when they're like 19 at a party getting drunk. Like, dude, I'm gonna be a gynecologist because I'm gonna see so much pussy. Do you
If
think
you
you
do
would,
what you love, you never work a day in your life.
Do you think if
some
you were-
guys love?
Do you think if you were a gynecologist that you would like have to be gay?
No, I think you just get desensitized to it. Kind of like how like butchers or something are just chopping up animals every day. Like you stop seeing them as like cute little cows, and they just become sacks of meat waiting to be chopped.
I mean, when I was working at Wendy's,
All the people became just sacks of meat wanting Frosties. Similar to that, right?
no, not at all.
My bad. Anyway, when you're working at Wendy's.
No, not even close.
My bad. It's funny that you're talking about wearing or working at Wendy's in your Del Taco shirt.
Well, yeah, because I mean,
You didn't work at a Del Taco though.
I'm sponsored though.
Just your
They
general
sponsor me
life.
for skating.
Hey, they make all their food fresh, so
They do.
yeah.
So
Anyway, working at Wendy's.
yeah, when I was working at Wendy's, if I worked at Wendy's all day when I got off my shift, it'd be like if I even smelled French fries, it'd make me want to throw up. It was like gross. So that's why I'm saying if you're like a gynecologist and you're looking at
You go home and
train
you're like,
wreck vaginas, like let's be honest, if you're a gynecologist, you're looking at train
right. You get
wrecks.
the occasional normal pap smear, and then just the majority are like. So maybe actually you get
like
so
you're
used to
having
that.
some leakage, ma'am. There is some serious leakage.
Maybe you get so used to seeing the bad ones all day that when you go home and see your wife, you're like,
appreciate it.
it's like a breath of fresh air.
Breath of fresh ocean mist air. So anyway, we're back. We were off for a few days.
It's like we never left.
I've been trying to lay low ever since the whole Capitol riot insurrection thing.
Yeah, I heard you had to kind of get out of there, eh?
Yeah, I mean,
Stay out of the spotlight.
it was crazy because I mean, technically, the way they see it is that I incited it. But I mean, we're really just splitting hairs here. I mostly was there to protest feminism.
Like for feminism?
Against.
Oh,
I was
okay.
there to protest against the feminists. Apparently, they were doing a Trump thing there, too.
And so how did that happen? How did you end up in the middle of everything?
I kind of got caught up in the energy and excitement of it.
Yeah, it's like he starts building up. You know when you're like sitting at the edge of the dance floor and everyone's had a couple drinks, everyone's having a good time, and you're like kind of get caught up in the energy, and suddenly you're shaking booty with the crowd.
Right. Exactly like that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I got all dressed up for the event. I was wearing my Viking costume.
Right.
And I showed up just to basically protest against women.
Right. The concept.
But then when everyone started rushing the Capitol, I got a little out of control.
Yeah. It's like when you're at a concert and everyone's like, oh, and you like find yourself crowd surfing. And you're like, how did I get here, man?
So now I've got all these like FBI dicks
Right.
emailing me saying that they have like me dead to rights for
Proof.
taking a shit on Pelosi's desk.
They're like, gotcha, bitch.
Right, but their
It's
evidence
probably
is-
scare tactics, though.
It is scare tactics.
They're
I
just trying to
mean,
get a plea.
They are getting a plea. Yeah. My lawyers have it figured out. We'll be fine.
It's a good thing you've got a team of lawyers.
It's
Top
true.
men. No, that's good. That's good. You know, it's cool that you're confessing this on the podcast because a lesser man would probably flee.
Well, yeah, by the time this airs, I mean,
You'll
this
be
will
dead.
be like long gone. In our hustle and bustle culture of clickbait and canceling people,
Don't share this with your friends.
people won't even remember the
We need to make
insurrection.
sure this one does not come to light. So definitely don't share this with anybody. Don't subscribe. Stay away. Let's get him, boys and girls
So,
and theys.
what's the most? What's a time where you trespassed on property?
Segue.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, because you at the Capitol. Me, I also did something very badass. In my younger days, in fact, you were there.
I was there.
We were in high school and sitting around, probably not in the right state of mind, feet kicked on the couch, probably some spray paint, very cool things. And we were
Right.
like, you know what would be cool? Jumping off of a roof into a pool would be tight, actually. And so we got on Google Maps, as one does, and we started scrolling around the city, trying to find
I think
any.
it was Google Earth.
Yeah, well, definitely like the satellite view, Google Earth, like scroll in tight, so we could try to see where is a pool that's close to a roof that we could.
And the
leap
hard
from.
part is that Boise is a lot of one-story buildings.
A lot of one-story buildings. Also, not a lot of outdoor pools.
Right.
Because cold in the winter.
It is, yeah.
So challenging.
We had to scout it out for a while.
Yeah, because we kept showing up and we were like, wow, that's a lot of stories. Or you'd show up and you're like, that's a really far jump.
Yeah, it'd be like the building and then like 15 yards in the pool. And we'd be like,
probably could clear that.
if we got a running start.
Yeah, but eventually we found the perfect one.
We did, and I don't even know if we should disclose the location because I don't want to blow the lid on it. It's like that secret, that good of a roof jump.
Yeah, for sure. Like and
thing
subscribe, and I'll tell you. If this gets 100 retweets, then I'll disclose.
But the thing that was sketchy about it is that it was a one jumper because, and you would have to go all in quick succession, like Navy SEALs jumping out of like a cargo ship.
Yeah, and the stakes were similarly high.
Because from the first splash, you're notifying everyone in the entire hotel.
Right. Yeah, and we were pretty cocky because we climbed up this wall, and sure enough, I mean, it was perfect. Like the water came right up to the side of the roof. You could kind of run and jump off this like side building that we climbed up by climbing a fence and then climbing up half of a wall. It was perfect.
It was like on one of those electric things that you had to scale the side.
Right,
of
like
it.
the electric like big green box thing. Yeah, that's right. But we get up there and we run and jump, and it was badass. I felt cool.
It was a fun
Nothing's
jump.
Cooler.
It wasn't as big as like the cliff jumps in Emmett, but it was probably like 3/4 that. It was a fun jump.
Yeah, it was high enough that you get the blood rushing, and it was like downtown. Like it was in the city.
And we would do it at like 3 a.m. on a school night.
It's true. Many math classes were skipped.
It would be so funny because from the moment that the first person splashed in the pool, it was just like so loud. It was like a bomb going off in the courtroom.
Well, yeah.
And like courtroom.
Yikes,
Jesus.
Just set up in a warning because some of you are cool. Stay out of court tomorrow.
It'd be like 4 giant splashes and screaming, and then everyone comes out of the hotel.
And then we're like, oh.
And then security chases after us.
Well, our first time we tried to be quiet, and so we jumped all quietly. And then we climbed back up the side, and we're like, we can do it again. And then we're like, oh, let's do flips because now we're not so scared. We can do it. And we got up, and I remember peeking over the edge, and I saw a security guard who had gone under the roof, and he had gotten a pool chair and set it down, and he was sitting there with his foot all kicked up like, oh, I can't wait for them to come again. I got him.
Just trying to get you. Like
and then we were like,
trap.
back up. Get
the fuck out.
Run away. Never got caught. So
that was a great jump. I loved that. I loved that place. And
I usually get caught. I'm very bad at doing bad things. Like I almost always get caught.
Yeah, we never really got away with anything.
I didn't get away with anything. And
never.
And I know it's like there's kind of like the digital age where everything's recorded. It's harder to get away with stuff now because like my dad has stories of when he was like in high school and college and like there weren't like records.
Right.
So
everything has a paper trail now.
Exactly. He got out of like 15 parking tickets at his college because he'd just go in and be like, I was so confused. I don't know. And they had no way to verify that like this was his second time in this week. And like, and now it's like they
just plug it into a computer.
It's harder. And on top of that, I feel like I'm still just way worse than everybody else. Like you're pretty bad too at getting away with bad things.
Yeah, I'm not good. If I get away with something, it's like, okay, great, you're getting caught next time.
Yeah. For sure. But we got some stories about that. I mean, like my first time drinking alcohol, I was like 16 years old at a party, promptly got arrested, like pulled over on the way driving home. Not me driving. We had a designated driver, but immediately caught. He couldn't figure out how to turn the lights on in the car.
There was a great moment when we got pulled over by the police, and we were like, we see the lights go up behind us, and then we're all like talking amongst ourselves. We're like, all right, everyone play it cool. Just say as few words as possible. We'll get out of this. Just be cool. The cop rolls down the window. He's like, have you boys been drinking tonight? And I think you say no, and as you're saying no, you vomit everywhere.
No, that's not true. I was puking when he had pulled us over. I was puking, but the problem was it was into a paper bag that had come from a fast food restaurant. The vomit just goes straight through. So there's puke on the back seat, and what you're remembering is that the cop came to my door and said, son, what's your birthday? And I was like, I remember thinking in my head, like, don't say 2000, don't say 2000, don't say 2000. I was like, March. I was like, yeah. I was like, 20th. He's like, okay. I'm like, I remember being like, 1995. Oh, and I remember like just like that. I was like, well, it's over. And then the kid in the front seat was really bad too. And I remember
A mouthful of brown, sweet, caramely liquid bubbling up, guzzling down your throat. That's right. We're talking about RC Cola here, folks.
Man, I'm getting just all worked up just thinking about
This
it.
episode is sponsored by
RC Cola.
Royal Crown, baby. You can buy it anywhere that discount soda is sold.
Yeah, I got some at a thrift store.
You really?
Yeah, it was
They sell RC at Goodwill.
lightly used.
Lightly used.
Yeah.
You know, you can try the new Crystal RC Cola here at rccola.com. Just use code RiffKids at checkout, and you get a 70% discount. This is a deal that they told us they do not normally do.
Yeah, and it's only for first-time soda drinkers. So if you've never had soda before, this deal is for you.
Yeah, they want to pop your cherry cola.
Thanks, RC Cola.
Yeah, thanks, RC
Appreciate
Cola.
you guys.
Anywho, went and saw my therapist this morning.
How'd it go? That's healthy, by the way. Good for you.
It went poorly.
Oh,
I guess
most things do.
I described my symptoms, and they say that I have paranoid schizophrenia. I'm going to probably be on medication for the next couple years, and my life will be a sad existence of not knowing the difference between reality and delusion. No, I'm kidding. Everything's cool. Everything's cool.
Ooh, you had me going there.
Yeah, just really bad depression.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So the
just
huge.
extreme suicidal thoughts. Nothing really that.
Just the normal stuff.
Just the normal stuff. I did tell my therapist today. They're like, "Well, how bad has your depression been lately?" I was like, "You know what? If I had to list my top 10 problems, I don't think I would put depression even on the list. I don't think it even cracks top 10."
Not to say you're not depressed, though.
Right, of course I am. Everyone's depressed. That's why I hate people who say that depression is a mental illness. Okay,
Yeah.
then everyone's mentally ill.
Right. Just the whole.
If
world.
everyone has something, it's not an illness. That's just how we are.
Yeah. Maybe there's a deeper societal problem that we're all. I think they've got a case of the mental illness Mondays.
Yeah, it's actually... It's not depression, dude.
Yeah.
It's the Mondays. You got a case of the Mondays. I'm actually taking Prozac for my extreme case of the Mondays.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Do you suffer from depression?
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm hella depressed, bro. No, I've never been like diagnosed, but like I don't like my life and shit, if that's
Right.
what that means.
Of course. If you like your life, you suck. Like,
Right.
I
think
wouldn't
they're
get along
fakers,
with
dude.
you.
I think they're fakers. Like, I don't know. I think everybody's got problems, man.
I've never met someone who said they don't have depression.
Yeah, it's become very trendy.
Right. And I'm tired of people acting like I'm literally psycho, man. I'm mentally ill.
I'm a mentally ill warrior. Hashtag ally. Mental illness Mondays.
Like, no, dude, you're bummed.
Yeah,
You're fucking bummed because
yeah.
everything sucks.
And there are people who actually have mental illness, like can't get out of bed and shit. And that, like, when I'm over here, like, I'm depressed. Like, just because I feel like garbage all the time doesn't, like, I feel like it kind of takes away from the people who like actually have like real problems.
So
you know?
you're kind of woke.
Yeah, I'm a little bit woken in that regard.
That's right.
But no, I don't think that's a woke thing to say, actually.
I've been on the antidepressants before, and
Holla.
it's pretty funny because when you're on antidepressants, you can't get a full boner, but you can actually last for a long time. So it's like there's a real cost-benefit analysis going on. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, I could have sex longer than 30 seconds?
That's tight.
That's pretty good. Oh, it feels badly? It feels like threading a wet noodle through.
Yeah, it's like those condoms with like the numbing cream where it's like you last longer, but it like you don't feel anything.
Those things
so
are
it's
insane.
like
They have like the wipe.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
the
give
wipe.
It one
Yeah.
quick wipe and your dick
Smart.
goes numb.
Yeah, I mean, I think that those things are supposed to be used at the beginning. Like you're trying to impress this chick,
Right.
You know, you're like, yeah, baby, this is what every night's like with me. You keep coming back to the old Pound Town. But in reality, that is not the case.
It's like the guy that shows up and has a great interview, and then when he gets to the job, he's dog shit.
Yeah, he's suddenly like the beard started coming back in. He doesn't wear a belt and his belly's hanging out. And you're like, you don't seem like the guy who was like the clean cut dude that we wanted.
He's like, that guy was never showing up.
He didn't actually exist. That's called getting fooled. And I fooled you fair
You
and square.
just got pranked, bitch.
So anyway, similar thing, but like picking up chicks with the dick numbing cream.
Know what you do to pick up chicks?
What do I do?
You wear sick ass slides.
Dude, these slides, I just got them.
You're gonna have to lift your leg up higher so that people can see.
No, I don't bend well.
I actually don't like that you're wearing those. I feel like it should be a rule that you have to cover your toes in my house.
That's harsh but fair.
Like you wouldn't walk around with your dick out, so don't keep your toes out.
Why do you think that those are on the same level?
They are
what
on the same
doing
level.
With your toes, man?
Ask the internet. There are things you can do with toes.
all right. Well, so these slides actually do not give me. My wife bought me these slides.
Of course.
Which is pretty. Well, she does buy me most things. I don't have like a sense of personality or a sense of style or really like, a unique identity.
Sure.
She really just procures it for me and then puts it on me.
Maybe that's where the depression's coming from.
Could be. I'm like a dress-up doll. I don't like. I just came in a package with like a whole bunch of options, and she just picks them. But I will say these slides have been comfortable.
Are they waterproof?
I mean, they're waterproof in the sense that the shoes are, but my toes are just exposed, so my toes get wet, but they also dry quick.
Exposed toes.
Exposed toes when you know you know.
I got these hoes with exposed toes. If you knows, you knows. Man, that shit blows.
Yeah, and I saw somewhere that socks with sandals, too much dick to handle. But as you can tell,
I've never been a fan of.
no socks on mine.
I've never been a fan of socks and sandals.
That's because you have a dick that can be handled. Absolutely.
True. I mean, it just looks really gay. And I don't mean gay as in like gay. I mean gay as in retarded.
Oh, okay. That's what you meant.
Is there anything you have to say about the Boy Scouts?
Why'd
we write Boy Scouts there?
I don't know. You wrote it. I loved the Boy Scouts.
Were you in the Boy Scouts?
Yeah, I met my my first boyfriend there. He was a few years older, to be sure, but he gave great back rubs.
He was a scout master, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to call him master.
Yeah. He's both.
Oh, I remember it. What I was gonna say.
Okay, go ahead.
I was imagining like a guy who shows up for the first day of Boy Scouts, but he's like a pro scout for like a football team.
Oh, okay.
So he shows up with like a clipboard and a whistle, and he's just scouting out the hottest boys that he's gonna molest. He's like a pedophile
Boy
scouting.
Scouts.
He's a
Yeah,
Boy
yeah,
Scout.
He's scouting the boys.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's like timing their sprints.
Yeah. I loved the Boy Scouts. The Boy Scouts, honestly, great intro to the outdoors for me.
No, I think the Boy Scouts is really great. I mean,
no one touched my pee-pee. I cannot be more clear that, like, I'm sure that happens,
I mean,
but no one touched my
My
pee-pee.
experience was different, but I mean, it's totally valid either way.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned a lot about myself in the Scouts.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, no.
What'd you learn?
Do you know what a male G-spot is?
I didn't get that merit badge, actually. You looking for the G-spot?
Yeah, I was looking for my throat G-spot.
Yeah, I never find that one.
Yeah, it's just a uvula. What if your throat uvula, that was like your little clit back there?
That'd be awful. So deep back there.
Like,
Terrible.
that's the
Just
only...
like gagging, just throwing up all the time. Like, it's the only way I can finish. Come on. Stop. Oh, I need this.
I really hope that there's like an alien species out there that just like has dicks on their forehead.
Yeah.
Like,
And they
that's
can only finish like.
Turn on some Metallica so you can headbang.
It's just flopping in the wind. Dude,
You're like running down the street and just slapping you in the
if
chin.
you always knew when other people were aroused, that would be a whole different dynamic, right? Because you wouldn't care so much because it'd be a commonplace thing.
Right.
But at the same time, like, it's on your head.
You can't hide that.
You can't hide that.
You can't waistband tuck that. People would do the waistband tuck. It would just be like a
waistband
5150 hat.
That's true. That'd probably work.
Just tuck it on back there.
We meet these aliens and they look like us, but they're all wearing 10-gallon cowboy hats. Everyone's like, that's kind of funny how we both like did that. We did it so we can like show status. When they're like, oh, we do this to hide our forehead dicks because in case we get erect in public, the 10-gallon hides that.
I mean, it's really not fair all the way because, I mean, sure, 95% of my boners are caused by arousal. I'll admit that. But there's like a 5% chance that I was just sitting weird and I got like some blood flow going.
Yeah.
And then I have to deal with a boner in public. And I don't want someone to look at me and be like, oh, this creep sitting there with his small boner.
I can't tell if he's hard with a tiny little dick or if he just has a Snickers bar in his sweatpants.
Imagine getting bullied, like some guy sitting at the airport with a boner. Everyone's bullying him. Nice boner, idiot.
Yeah, that's never happened to me, thank goodness. You know what I will say back on the Boy Scouts thing? One of my favorite things was you go to scout camp, and there was always like a big communal shower, and it was really funny. That was my favorite part. No, my favorite part were the kids. There were definitely kids that were like afraid to shower with other like people anywhere near them, so they would try to like make an excuse to go in the middle of the day, and they'd wear like a swimming suit while they were there.
That's like a total beta move.
Yeah, super beta. Like
Yeah.
that's I learned very like I was like young, and I learned it's like no, you gotta flaunt it
You do. Even
to establish dominance.
right,
Like,
because I will respect someone with a small dick who just doesn't give a fuck and is walking around
you're at the
than I
Boy
will
Scouts.
someone
Who cares?
who's like wearing a swimsuit. Like, no, this is bonding time.
Well, yeah.
And we all want to see each other's just to know where we stand.
Yeah, how else are we supposed to establish a pecking order here?
Right.
No, I think
A
like
pecker order.
nice, a pecking order.
That's right.
Shit.
We'll edit that out.
Yeah, we'll fix.
We
that
need to
one.
make sure to edit that out.
Yeah.
See, how are we going to remember to go back and edit?
Just don't talk for like 2 seconds here. No. Oh, now we have.
Now
to.
I have to edit it.
Oh no.
I could have said anything there, folks.
Oh shit.
What if I just sent it out unedited?
That's actually,
You don't actually know what I said, so
You are gonna edit that, right?
of course.
Okay, good.
Why do you think I said that?
Okay.
That's the only way I'm gonna remember.
Yeah.
Is it you who wanted to talk about grip strategy?
No, Michael, these are all you. Everyone that I look at these, I'm just like, what is this? Like,
Well, are you gonna get mad at me for contributing too much?
Are you-
for
no,
carrying the show too much?
hey, some of us like to be very scripted, have everything written down. Some of us are just riffing, you know?
You're the one who made me do a script. I was gonna go free balling.
And yet these are all you, so I don't know what to tell you there.
Well, this one I wanted to get you involved in because
okay, so grip strategy, when I'm masturbating, I usually go for the pen grip, which is like you hold her kind
this
of like...
is exactly what I was talking about.
Oh, that's funny. I was a
Yeah.
guess. Anyway, go ahead.
Not masturbating, but peeing.
Oh,
Like, what's your... yeah, use the...
like preference? Oh, the maracas.
pretend that that's
Okay.
the ball. Pretend it's just like one Lance Armstrong ball. One large ball for man. One giant nut for mankind.
You're getting your Armstrongs confused.
Lance Armstrong? First man on the moon?
Close enough.
Lost a nut because of cancer?
Because I think he was cheating. He cheated to get to the moon, I think.
He used performance-enhancing drugs to get to the moon.
And we got him. We finally got him. I was so happy when they took away those trophies they gave him for getting to the moon. I was
You
like,
had to
you better not. No one's corrupting my good sport of moon lunar landing.
That's right. First guy on the moon, I wanted to do it clean.
Yeah.
There's an asterisk next to
Yeah,
his
the
name.
asterisk next to
Sure, you're the first on the moon.
But only having one nut was just too much enhancement, dude. He didn't have any distraction like the rest of us. It's not fair.
Never had to worry about crossing his legs.
Oh, we lost a mic. No, he did not have to worry.
My name's Mike.
Yeah.
So we lost a microphone and a man named Mike.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back in the game. All right, so I wanted to demonstrate just how, if you are taking a piss,
'Kay.
and this is your penis, and that's your big ball, how do you hold your dick to make sure you aim?
asking me? Okay, so I got two answers to this question. One, when is how I normally do it, right? And I normally am pinky and thumb.
Pinky and thumb?
No, not really. Normally, I don't know. I think I'm an underhand.
Your underhand like
I
this?
feel like I kind of go under. Maybe?
Under?
I don't know.
See,
gotta think about this for a second.
I just do the tip of my thumb. God, I can't speak. I just
Embarrassing.
basically barely press the thumb down just to give it some guidance, but I pretty much just kind of let it hang, and I gently...
Yeah. You know when you're like gardening and you like kink a hose so you can really get some extra spray on that sucker? That's me. I'm in there. I'm like kinking so I can get some real power, you know? So I'm like, oomph out of that.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, well, we all have our little quirks.
I go with the cigar.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so
cigar.
I'm gonna have to set my mic down for this, but I do have an optimal strategy.
Okay, yeah,
which
let's
is,
see.
That's what I usually
Here,
do.
I'll hold the
something
mic
like
for
that.
you.
But my optimal strategy, I gotta stand up for this,
Okay.
is really the free balling. It's hands on the hips and just letting it no aim at all. It's peeing outdoors, dude.
That is
you
the
just
best.
hands on the hips, you're breathing in that air and just along for the ride. That's ideal for me.
Do you go with the wind, against the wind, wind to the side?
I've learned my lesson about peeing into the wind. You pee either wind side or away from the wind. Actually, I love peeing away from the wind and just letting the wind take it, you know?
Yeah, see how much carry you can get?
Yeah, exactly.
Just get some distance. Yeah. I think I would be a good distance peer. Like if that was an Olympic event. Like you just chug a bunch of Powerades,
Yeah.
take some Viagra, and just see how far you can blast it.
Viagra?
Yeah. Dude.
You want to pee with a boner?
Yeah,
That's
peeing with a boner, I get like double distance.
interesting.
When I was in elementary school, we used to, when we peed, we would start at the urinal, and then you start backing up. And you keep peeing as long as you can. And then once your stream starts to kind of trickle, you got to like run back up. And it's like the really skilled people could do it the whole time and never miss. And it was a real talent.
Yeah. And if you pee on the floor, that's the janitor's problem.
Yeah.
You're in a public bathroom.
It's an elementary school bathroom. The thing is already covered in pee.
That's true.
It's like 90% pee.
I remember in high school, you were way too comfortable in the bathrooms. By the time we were upperclassmen, you'd always go right up. There's like 4 or 5 urinals there, and you'd pee right next to the freshman kid and just look him like, nice dick, son. And people were so concerned. There's dividers. You can't see anything, but they'd be like,
No one wants to hear
it's
nice
a compliment.
dick.
But it's a compliment. You
I would
know?
never want to bully someone.
No, it's just a nice thing to say. And they didn't like it very much.
It is kind of weird how there's like these unwritten rules about the urinal. Like, it doesn't say, it's not like the law that you
Right.
can't look at their dick. If you wanted to, you could just stare the whole time.
There's nowhere it says you can't.
Right.
That's well, unless they're a child.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah, so that one I think is written.
Yeah, that one
No, but isn't it
is
funny,
in the
like,
books.
if we have any lady listeners, I have no idea if we ever will. But urinals are funny because you don't pee next to somebody unless you have to.
Right.
So you either go furthest away or at least one between.
Always you have one between.
Unless there's one of the short urinals. Urinals come in for ladies out there. There's short urinals and tall urinals, and you generally pick the tallest the tall urinal that fits the best with the scenario, furthest away.
You have the alpha
Yeah.
urinals, and then you have the short beta urinals.
Yeah, the alpha and the omega.
For the omega males that come waddling in like trolls.
Yeah. You got children, they get a pass, and then you get the omega troll boys. Come in, put them on the lower urinal.
I have no idea where that came from.
It says right here, omega troll boy urinal joke. You wrote it, I think.
Yeah, that's why we have this entire episode scripted
Stick to the
down to
script.
the word.
Stick to the script.
Yeah, I wanted to get your take on hentai, just what you think about
Yeah,
hentai
I mean,
pornography.
no, they're cute, man. Wait, pornography? I thought you were talking about the little chickens. They wear little ties. Like, they're adorable, man. They make
Wait, no.
porn of that?
Wait, what do you think? You think it's when hens
It's when I go to
wear
a
ties?
Yeah, if they have like court or like maybe a job interview or something like that, when they're like trying to pick a farm and they like go and they interview at the various farms.
I have some awful news for you. One, chickens don't have court. There's no justice system at all.
Really?
They just extrajudicially kill them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a awful genocide.
I guess to make nuggets, you got to snap a few chicken necks.
Yeah. I mean, like 99.9% of chickens are killed immediately.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, aren't we all?
They never even wear
We're
ties.
all just chickens in the nugget factory of life.
Holy shit, that's deep.
But anyway, you were talking about this hentai?
Yeah, this hentai, yeah. It's Japanese for cartoon porno.
Oh.
They have like kind of some anime themed ones.
Okay.
Which I don't get it.
Sure.
I don't get the anime ones, but like
You're not a big anime guy in general.
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I like anime. Not a
It's
big
like-
anime guy, but I do like it.
There's like a mental block for me.
Sure.
I don't want to see like fights on a show.
Like it all?
No, like I don't want to watch 30 minutes of people fighting.
Oh, okay. Do you like schoolboys? Because
No,
they
I
have
want like
anime for that
30
too.
minutes of cartoons fucking each other.
Oh, then boy,
Yeah.
are you in luck? This
Yeah.
episode is brought to you by the concept of hentai. Go to Rule 34.
How do you get sponsored by the concept of something?
Hey man, we worked our asses off, and that's how. Like we worked hard. We put ourselves out there, and we brought home golden handcuffs that are tying us to the bedpost. And
That's
the
right.
anime overlords are bringing the money in, doing whatever they want with it. My take on hentai.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like as long as the cartoon characters, even if they look like children, are actually thousands of years old.
That's right. That's a really
then
funny thing that they
it's
do.
okay.
They like want to fuck kids and they draw kids that are hot to them. But then they just change their backstory. They'd be like,
Yikes.
you dumbass, they're 900 years old.
It's called a vampire, stupid. They get as locked in at their age. And it's like, well, that is true. I don't know how you govern that.
There's no way really. I mean, as much as I'm against that, I don't know how. I can't think of a good argument. Like no one was harmed in the process,
Right.
and they said it was 900 years old. I don't know.
I don't know. Some people look like, what about Milanakis, right? He looks like a child, Andy Milonakis.
True, but
He
he's
looks
not.
like a child, but he's not.
And he's having sex with chicks.
Yeah,
I assume.
I'm sure.
I'm not gonna call all them pedophiles.
But they're definitely not totally not pedophiles.
Right, they're a
though.
little bit pedophiles. Andy Milonakis looks 12.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't know. I'm glad that let's just say that one's in God's hands.
It's true.
It's above us mere mortals.
You know, Andy Milonakis disease, if I could pick any disease to have, I think I would want that one.
I'd have elephantitis in my balls. It's a pretty good pick, though.
Yeah. Elephantitis of the balls is interesting because it's like having a free beanbag wherever you go.
Yeah.
Like, they all have such giant balls that it's just, they don't have a choice. That's their chair. That's just their chair now.
Yeah. Hey, when I go, I have like general admission at some like sporting event, like a race or something. It's outdoors. You got to carry around chairs. You got to like take them with you. No, none of that. You just sit right on
Sit
down.
on your balls.
Yeah. Sit on the old scrote.
Man, we've talked about balls a lot this episode.
Yeah.
I think it's just about balls.
What are you going to do? Sometimes it do be that way.
I was thinking about this the other day.
Balls?
I was thinking about, well, yeah, I'm always thinking about balls. But I was thinking about someone, like what if there was like a pimp who was really lonely?
Yeah.
Like he was a really twee pimp.
Yeah.
He's still like super sexist, but he just like wants cuddles.
Yo, bitch. Get over here and give me some cuddles.
Yo, bitch, I'm all cozy and shit up under these covers. Hey, bitch, why don't you ever let me be the little spoon?
Hey, bitch. Get your ass over here and hold me before I get the impending sense of doom that's getting a little creeping up too hard.
Hey, bitch, I'm sad. You better kiss my ass on the cheek.
Hey, bitch, why do you never want to cuddle afterwards? Just chill for a little bit and talk. That's a good one.
Yeah, I think that the lonely pimp, he would be sort of like he would be the type of person who gets like really sad when people don't text him back.
Okay, yeah.
Yo, bitch, I texted yo ass back yesterday and you ain't said shit since. You
Bitch.
know how that makes me feel.
It says red at 2:45. I know your ass is seeing this. That's great. Yeah.
Bitch, my feelings are hurt as shit.
Bitch, if you don't start texting me back, I'm going to go home and cry.
You know I'm insecure about that shit.
He's pretty introspective, though. Like, he knows what bothers
He's
him.
very self-aware,
Good for
very
him.
emotionally intelligent.
Yeah. But also about making that dollar.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, he still owns women.
Well,
But that doesn't mean he doesn't have his own problems.
right, yeah. Just like how Bill Gates has money problems, man. Just big money problems compared to my little money problems. This pimp's got problems, too. Everybody's got problems.
Bitch, I'd be so insecure.
Bitch, you ever sit around and realize that no one in the world has your perspective but you? Sit around and have that impending sense of ultimate loneliness?
Bitch, you ever know that darkness? Bitch, you know that darkness that creeps up on you when you driving alone and shit, listening to the Fleet Foxes. Bitch, you know I love Mumford & Sons.
Bitch, you ever get on an airplane and see all the little houses from way up in the sky and realize that you are one in millions and you have really no significance in the greater sense of this world? Bitch.
Bitch, why don't you ever let me tell you about my feelings? These hoes don't give a fuck.
The streets is cold. And my heart is colder.
I almost wonder if, like, what's it called when something takes over culturally with
Like
the
the
rise.
zeitgeist?
I'm just gonna cop out because I can't remember
Okay.
the word. I feel like the rise of OnlyFans has kind of left us in a stage where the pimp no longer. Bitch,
Right.
you know my employment status has changed with this new OnlyFans shit.
He's unemployed now. The poor pimp.
Bitch, you know the market is freezing me out.
He only caters to like the hipster people that want like the feeling of yesteryear where you had to go
Right.
into a sketchy neighborhood to like see a woman.
That's what it's going to be in like 30 years.
It's just hipsters that
It's
they're
gonna
like
be-
they have like record players and they go into sketchy alleyways to meet their
like
pimp.
IRL porn stars.
IRL porn stars is a good way to put it.
I mean, the OnlyFans thing is, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's if like I feel like you remember back like when we were growing up because when we were like little, social media did not exist. iPhones were
Yeah,
not a
at all.
thing.
We
You know,
had
they all
like
came-
message boards. That was
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, they like came into play, and our parents were always like, "Remember, everything you put on the internet is there for permanence."
Yeah, which was not
Permanent
true.
things. Not true, but like
I've been trying to get people to listen to what I put on the internet for like 10 years. It's
Yeah.
not true. No one cares what you do on the internet.
yeah, unless you're tweeting out racist jokes 15 years ago, then you are screwed. But no, like that's kind of funny though because I feel like everybody was trained that way, and then eventually they kind of realized, oh no, everybody just has embarrassing things on the internet. So
Yeah.
we just kind of leaned in. It's like you might as well post your butthole for money.
Right.
Why not?
It's
right?
a good point.
I feel like, remember that girl who was like, was it like beginning of last when Australia was on fire and she was sending nudes to people for money to go to fight the fires. And I was like, what a strange thing, but then also like, good for her. I
Yeah,
mean,
she's
like
doing- making a
changing
positive-
the world, which is tight.
I mean-
and then I feel like it kind of changed. You know, OnlyFans.
Think about
came
it.
in and all this stuff.
If you're like a hot 20-year-old
Oh, that'd be so nice.
jumbo yum-yums, oh, I mean, hell yeah. Yeah.
Must be nice.
I would fuck so many guys. If I was a chick right now, dude, I would suck you off.
Oh,
Dude, I swear.
thanks, man.
You would hear people
That's
say that
honestly
in
the
high school.
nicest
Do you
thing
remember?
I've
I
ever said.
swear, like, our friend AJ would say that in high school. He'd be like, dude, if I was a chick, I'd be such a slut.
Yeah,
I'd fuck everyone.
I think he would.
Like, what?
Good for him, though.
You want to have sex with us? No, I was going to say,
Especially you.
if you're like a 20-year-old with big tits,
Yeah, go on.
tell
So
me,
far, so good.
would you rather go stand in a 100-degree building, sweating your ass off in front of a fucking fryer burning
Okay.
you all day for
Okay.
$8 an hour, or would you rather just post a few pictures of your tits and make $50,000 a year? I mean, it's like I worry about like the idea of like everyone becoming porn stars. I don't know what that's going to do to them emotionally.
Yeah, that's a problem for the people of tomorrow.
Maybe that'll be fine. Maybe they won't care. I don't
Yeah,
know.
who
I'm
knows?
not smart about psychology.
If everyone's a porn star, then no one's a porn
That's
star.
true. But like, how the hell are you going to tell someone not to do that?
Right, because I mean, it's like the people who it's like they end up in that spot where it's like, oh, if they work, 40 hours a week, then they lose all their government assistance and they make less money. But
Right.
if they work 32 hours a week, then they just make more money. It's like people aren't stupid.
Yeah.
Like we're maximizing animals here. Our lizard brains is gonna tell us what to do.
Exactly.
And it's like it's hard to fault somebody for getting their bag.
Right. I mean,
Get that bag, girl.
it is interesting how gender specific the OnlyFans market is.
Right.
Like, you don't see a lot of dudes on OnlyFans, and the ones you do are like gay dudes. It's like the porn watching
right.
audience is just so dominantly male.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's well. I mean, and even women don't want to watch some dude like sit there and be like, "Hey, baby," like
Watch
no one
me.
wants to see
Watch
that.
me take a pee.
Yeah. No, what?
Wait, you don't watch those? You don't watch those? That's porn.
Okay.
Guys pee?
Any hoot. No, but like even I feel like women appreciate the beauty of women. More than like the penises they kind of flop around. They're weird. I don't know. They're
Like
fine.
a vagina literally looks like a
But
flower.
women are like beautiful.
They are.
Like inside and out, top to bottom.
Men are like hairy,
Yeah.
frumpy, fat. Balls
Men
are just
necessary.
ugly. I mean, I
is
know
what we are. We're necessary.
Yeah.
That's about it. Though.
we've gone overboard on the topic of balls on this
You
podcast,
really keep bringing it back.
but balls are they're so ugly. They really
Yeah.
take down our attractiveness a lot. No one's into balls. Even gay guys like that love.
They tolerate them.
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't particularly like having balls. Like there's nothing you could do to my balls that feels that good.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
you can try.
In fact, why don't I insist actually,
Just to prove you wrong.
just to dunk on the
I just
libs.
want to see you eat your words.
They were your words. You're pressuring me.
Yeah, so it's called flirting.
You're bad at it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. How goes the flirting on Tinder and whatnot? Any luck?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Makes sense. You're a good-looking guy.
No, I'm not. Don't even.
What are you talking about?
Don't even.
You're like a baseball player. You're like
Yeah,
tallish.
like 10 years ago.
Damn, we're old, bro.
Like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm just
I was
saying.
athletic.
Yeah, you whatever.
There's been a lot of years of spiraling since then.
Like when you flush the toilet and it just keeps going round and round and round, a little lower every day.
I mean, women are much more interested in me now than they were in high school.
Really?
I feel like guys really don't peak until like late 20s. That's usually their best looking period.
That's your type?
Yeah, that's the type I go for. Usually like, I don't know, like 42 and a half years old, my scout leader. These are the things I look for in a guy.
Gives great back rubs.
No, I feel like
Strong
women
hands.
women are usually like, they're hot at like
Oh, careful. What did you say?
18.
Okay, yeah, that's a good number. No, I don't know. Well, it depends on the woman, but yeah, it's hard to tell the difference between like an 18, a 20, 22. Like they kind of, they blend a little bit depending on like makeup and how they are just looking, But it's like a guy, you see like an 18-year-old guy, and you're like, that
18-year-old
dude
guy
looks like a
child.
14-year-old.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell between a 14 and 18, and then you see like a 24, and you're like, all right, that's an adult.
Like when I was 17, I felt like I had no chance with the 17-year-old girls.
Well, what you did
Because
have
they
on your
were-
side was statutory rape was on your side. So actually, you should have arbitraged that to where they could only. You were the only game that was legal.
I mean, that's true. Like, yeah, sure, you can go to that guy who's way hotter, smarter, richer,
But he's
more
not going to
successful.
want you because that'll put.
But that'll
his
put him
ass-
in jail.
Tell you what, I'm going to text an anonymous tip that puts him in jail if you do. So your move, Wendy.
Wow, specific.
Yeah, well,
Did this happen?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll have to bleep out that name.
Well, Wendy's boyfriend, let's just say, is still doing.
Is it
time.
Wendy from the burger shop?
Maybe. My first love.
You dated legit Wendy's?
She's she's my sexual awakening as when I was a young boy.
No, you
16.
you thought you were dating a girl named Wendy. Really, you were just
I was-
really high on drugs.
And I was
eating
DMing the
at
Twitter's
Wendy's.
account and DMing Wendy's and eating some burgers. That's what a relationship is. We eat burgers and we chat.
There's
I
one
was talking
time
to a chat bot.
we have this friend who's an awful person that is a proud boy now.
Yikes.
They just suck. They're the worst. They have lashed out at both of us recently. They're just an overall bad person. And for a while they had been just really cruel to all of us, and I had to think of a way to get them back. And so I made a profile on Facebook, and I took a bunch of pictures of the girl. She's the AT&T girl now, Milana Weintraub or something.
That was her?
Her before AT&T.
Ah, yeah.
So I just thought that she was hot.
Yeah,
So I downloaded it,
Milana.
and she was. Still is.
Is.
Yeah, so I downloaded a bunch of
Milana,
pictures.
if you're watching this,
Yeah, if you're watching this,
DM him.
I'm respectful as shit, dude.
You would not believe how generous and kind he is.
If I had to like name the most important issue in the world right now, I'd say it's for sure feminism. Women are just like the most important to me. Like, you guys just are the bomb.com, and I just want a part of it.
Good for you, dude.
Anyway, I created a Facebook profile, put all her photos up, and then I talked to AJ for a while, and he thought that he was like 100% getting laid with like this super hot lady. And after like saying a bunch of embarrassing things to me and like a bunch of flirty things, I just like sent a selfie of my face, just like smiling.
That's amazing. We got a couple great catfishing stories.
I
We'll have
think-
to save
I think-
the other one for another day.
I think you should tell that one next time. 'Cause
Yeah,
I think we
yeah.
should. But if you are listening to this, we have another great catfishing story. How gay were we?
Trying to like lead your friends on is kind of a weird move,
Like
actually. In
sexting your
retrospect.
friends, your male friends.
What are you gonna do?
I was just having gay sex to fuck with him.
Got him. You've been tricked. I
Yeah,
am hard though.
that story is really funny.
yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah,
but-
you guys will really enjoy it on our next episode of Riff City.
No.
Oh yeah,
Welcome to Riff City. Goodbye from Riff City. We are
Riff Kids.
the Riff Kids podcast.
So basically, we are the two Riff Kids riffing.
Riff kids, rich dads, all that.
White privilege, rich dad,
Nice.
100% swag.
Ooh, very cool.
That should be our like promo poster, just us folding our arms like white kids, rich dads.
I wish I came from wealth, bro. That'd
I
be
know,
so
that would be
nice.
so tight. I mean, we have just regular white people.
Yeah,
wealth,
yeah, like
which isn't bad.
It's solid,
not
honestly.
bad.
Hard to complain, but like,
It's regular white
yeah, I
people.
wish you see the rich white people and you're like, damn, must be nice.
Yeah, you see them like the
I
people
wish
that
like
the
my
people that
grandpa was the guy that invented the squeegee thing that goes into Heinz ketchup bottles. I know a girl whose dad invented that, and she's wealthy.
really.
Yeah, he died and he was worth like $16 million or something.
My
like that.
great grandpa had a pretty cool invention. He invented the bifocals.
I thought you were saying, oh really?
Yeah.
I thought, was he Benjamin Franklin?
No, who's that? My grandpa, my great grandpa,
Yeah.
Arnold Abraham,
Oh,
invented the bifocals.
the bifokies, eh?
Yeah. He was also on the $100 bill. Invented lightning. He tied a key to a
with a
fucking
key.
kite and invented lightning, dude.
Yeah, I think he was the ambassador of France.
Yes, and he had sex with lots of like French ladies.
Good for him.
Good old Arnie. Arnie Abes. All right, we should probably go. Thank you for listening. I think our upload schedule is going to be Monday, Friday.
Makes sense.
That way we can do one episode during the week and then one on the weekends.
Convenient for us.
Convenient for us.
Hopefully it's decent for you folks at home.
Oh, I don't even care about if it's decent for them.
Do we have listeners?
I mean, we got like 50 on the last one. Oh,
50K.
50K. Oh, yeah.
I'm fudging the numbers to RC Cola. You cannot say that.
Dude, we're buying the chat room bots.
There's a
Click farm.
Yeah, a click farm in Turkmenistan that is going to take care of us.
Okay, one more bit before we go.
Okay. Just can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
No, I'm gonna save it for next time. All right.
Oh, what a tease.
Yeah, it's a tease.
What a tease.
Yep.
It'll be on his OnlyFans.
We have 2 good bits for you next time.
Mm-hmm.
Take care.
Peace.
Ooh.
Hey. You have to get consent to
yeah.
do that. Stop it.
Oh.
You're harassing people.